Welcome back to RamblinRec.com. I'm Seth Gerard and joined by one of the volleyball juniors, Susan Carlson. And Susan, you guys are a couple practices into the preseason here, and I know you guys were real excited to get going and get everything started. How do you think everyone looks so far?
I think what Tanya said in practice yesterday nailed it perfectly. I think we've done some really good things and we just have to clean it up a little bit. You know, we're all really good at the positions we play, and it's just the little mistakes here and there that we have to fix. And I'm so excited to start playing.
Now, you personally, you've kind of bounced around positions a little bit in your time here at Georgia Tech, and just talk about now defensively how comfortable you feel and ready for this new challenge.
It was always a little different because I played back row. I played back row my whole career, but actually having it be the only position I play has let me kind of focus on it and given me a new happiness about volleyball because it's something new every day that I'm learning. It's not something that I know already. And so it's fun not exactly knowing everything about the position, but still learning it and being able to really learn in practice, I think, is the best part.
Now, you guys started practice this week, but this summer was a little different. You guys were together a lot, had some, workouts with the coaches not there, took summer school classes, still had some time to go home, but how beneficial do you think that is that, everyone was here together, especially for the freshmen to, get their feet wet on campus?
I think it was really different because the freshmen were enrolled in college when they were still finishing up their nationals, which, looking back on it, I would have never been able to do that. But I think it's been awesome having them here and getting to kind of bond with them and form these relationships before the season starts. So it's not like on day one where, oh, hey, I'm Susan, It's given us like a head start to the season, which I think is going to be really beneficial to us in the long run.
Now, you had some time to go home from California and Pasadena, and just talk about how that was being able to go back home and, have some time to relax and come back and, focus on volleyball.
I think it was really good to take a break from how busy we had been, because when you get to the point where it's day in and day out, you really need a break to kind of refresh yourself and really get back to focusing and getting excited about going to play. And I think that was the most beneficial part. I celebrated my mom's birthday when I was home, and I got to spend a lot of time with my family. And so that was just the best part.
Now, for you, now a junior, start thinking about life after college and understand event planning and possibly getting into cooking, having your own cooking show is something you want to do. Where did that come from?
I think it came from both my grandparents, actually. My grandma's from Holland, and she has always cooked every single meal I've ever had at her house. And she kind of helped raise me when I was younger, when my parents were both working, and she cooked all the time, and so I was always in the kitchen with her. And then my grandparents on my dad's side, actually, they were involved in taking us to all sorts of restaurants. I was eating sushi when I was like 3 years old. So it just kind of happened when I started watching the Food Network. I was like, I want to be her. I want to be him. I can do that.
Speaking of the Food Network, any thoughts of auditioning to be the next Food Network star?
Yes. I don't know. I'm going to try to swing in a volleyball thing in there, see if it gives me an extra edge. I don't really know if it'll help me or not, but hopefully.
Well, we think you're doing pretty well on the camera challenge here.
Well,
but
thank you.
I think at some point this year you're going to have to perform the cooking test for us.
Yes. Nikki Meyer and I will have a series coming out, a series of webisodes that will be on various members of the team, featuring the side of them you don't get to see behind the camera and on the court. So I will have a cooking lesson. We'll have a feature on the Texans, and more will be to come.
Now, if Bobby Flay just rips you apart, how are you going to handle that?
I would call Tanya Johnson, get her in there. She would fight him.
Well, Susan, thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the court here. The season opens in just a couple weeks.
It does. Hope to see you guys all out there.
For RamblinRec.com, I'm Seth Gerard. Make sure to stay with us here in coming weeks as we make our way through and get you a little bit inside each member of the volleyball team.